Well, this political hack who's shown up a lot on MSNBC claims that Jack Smith is going to have 6 more co-conspirators at least to also indict along with Trump. I'll tell you why he's wrong. He's claiming they're going to go after Sidney Powell, John Eastman, Mark Cheseboro, et cetera, Mark Meadows. I'll tell you why he's wrong on this one, even though he's legally experienced and I am an idiot comic book artist. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where all the happy patriots are, including you guys. Come on in. Let's have some fun with the news. Here's Newsweek. Jack Smith will absolutely indict 6 more Trump allies, says an ex-prosecutor. False. I got to get my smart guy glasses on. 6 unnamed co-conspirators of Donald Trump are likely to be indicted by Department of Justice Special Counsel Jack Smith, according to former federal prosecutor and legal analyst Glenn Kirschner, who is always wrong. This dough-headed wrong guy. Let's give him a little room here, give him a little oxygen to make his case right here.
You have heard me say before, I am not a betting man. I'm not a high roller. $1 is my betting limit. I will put the full buck on those 6 unindicted co-conspirators being indicted.
He's only willing to even bet $1 on his own assessment. And I would go up against him right now. Shake hands online with $100 bet that I'm right and he's wrong.
The last thing Jack Smith would do is issue an indictment against a former president of the United States and announce in that indictment, ladies and gentlemen, these 6 people, unindicted co-conspirators, they are Donald Trump's criminal associates. We know that in the Trump indictment, that is the federal indictment in Washington, D.C. of Donald Trump, there are 6 unindicted co-conspirators. Now, they are listed, they are described, but they're not named. But we basically know who they are. They don't include Lindsey Graham.
Well, they should include Lindsey Graham, but no, they don't include them. They don't include their names because they never needed their names. This is just about them doing a fishing political witch hunt on just Donald Trump. Remember, they're not interested in justice, even in justice of Donald Trump. They really don't care what he did. They only care that he is winning an election. And that's where this guy gets it wrong, is he really doesn't understand Jack Smith's motive. He's giving him the benefit of the doubt as if he's actually interested in justice. So none of this is going to make sense.
But they do include people like Mark Meadows and Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell and John Eastman and Kenneth Cheseboro.
And so here's why I think Glenn Kirschner is wrong, specifically wrong. He's talking about this basically the same group of defendants that Fani Willis prosecuted. The only reason why she went after 18 co-defendants was to get information out of them to build up her case. She had no interest in justice either, as if she went after Sidney Powell and was going to imprison her for being, a criminal. She doesn't think she's a criminal. That's why she got her plea deal and then let her go. Watch as Glenn Kirschner completely misses that fact that she only stacked up RICO charges against these people to get them to confess, to build a case because she had nothing. I don't think Jack Smith would get anything out of these people either, and he'd look like an imbecile.
They are his co-conspirators. They committed crimes together with Donald Trump to try to end our democracy. Jack Smith would not have made that announcement and then said, but you know what? I'm going to give them all a pass.
They don't believe they're their criminal associates. They're making all of this up. This is to win an election. You're so naive. He's sitting there believing them that after they let Trump go for 3 years, right after he announces he's running for president, then come all the indictments and he's going, oh, the timing, it has nothing to do with anything. I don't know anything. I'm a moron. Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, all these co-conspirators, John Eastman, were not also included in Georgia by Fani Willis because she thought they did something wrong. They were included to extract information out of them and try and build a stronger case against Trump, not because they think Trump should be in jail, but because they think he should lose the election. Here's the several Trump allies listed by Kirschner as the likely unindicted co-conspirators were all notably among the 18 co-defendants charged in the former president's election interference case in Fulton County, Georgia, which similarly stems from his efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Among those names, Powell, Cheseboro have already accepted plea deals in exchange for further testimony and might be liable to do the same in the federal case. Well, is the federal case going to indict them just to try and pull information out of them? Because that's what I think. I don't think they think they're a criminal.
I'm not going to indict them. He will absolutely, in my opinion, indict those 6, though perhaps he's waiting for Donald Trump's trial to run its course first.
Yeah, he can't explain why he's waiting. It's because they're just after Trump. They're just trying to affect an election. And now that whole calendar's screwed up. They don't know what to do. This is good news for Trump. And this is going to put MSNBC in fetal position, slobbering catatonic in a corner. November is going to be the biggest party this year. I'm Doug in Exile.